The courtroom fell silent. A 10-year-old boy stepped forward, clutching a worn, leather-bound Bible like it weighed 1,000 pounds. Everyone's eyes locked on him, even Sterling Thorne, the smug landlord who'd made the Millers' life hell, leaned forward in disbelief. Evelyn Reed, the Millers' attorney, raised her voice. "Inside this Bible is the truth you have all been trying to bury for more than a century." Leo Miller opened the Bible's false binding and pulled out a thin, yellowed paper. Gasps rippled through the room. It was an original land deed dated 1878, bearing the name Elias Miller, the Millers' ancestor, proving the family owned the land long before Thorne ever dreamed of it. That single moment would unravel an entire empire built on fraud, racism, and greed. But to understand how we got here, we have to go back, months before this day, when the Millers were just a working family trying to survive Liberty City's newest wave of gentrification. Black Oaks wasn't just a neighborhood. It was the soul of Liberty City's African American history, a place where post-Reconstruction families like the Millers built lives from nothing, bought land, raised children, and survived decades of systemic exclusion. But the block the Millers called home had caught the eye of predators. Rising rents, trendy coffee shops, and luxury condos were creeping in. One of the worst offenders was Sterling Thorne, a polished, smooth-talking landlord with deep disdain for the residents he saw as undesirable. When Thorne acquired their building, things changed fast. He ignored repair requests. He made surprise inspections. His racist remarks were barely disguised. And then came the final blow, an eviction notice claiming excessive noise and unauthorized occupants. Both lies. Sarah Miller, a nurse who often worked double shifts, was exhausted but furious. David, her husband, wanted to fight. Their teenage daughter Maya started researching tenant rights. 10-year-old Leo mostly stayed quiet, but he was watching everything. The Millers found hope in Evelyn Reed, a sharp attorney known for dismantling corrupt landlords. When David mentioned a family legend that their ancestors once owned the very ground the building stood on, Evelyn's instincts told her there was more to this fight than eviction. What they didn't know, Thorne wasn't acting alone. He was a puppet of the Phoenix Group, a shadowy real estate machine run by Julian Vance. Their specialty? Using forged documents, bribed city officials, and intimidation to strip historically black and immigrant neighborhoods of their land, then flipping it for massive profit. The Millers' building was key to their next big luxury project. The eviction wasn't just business. It was a piece in a bigger game, one where losing meant erasing Black Oaks entirely. As the court date neared, the Millers endured harassment, power outages, mysterious threats, strange men watching their home. But they refused to leave. Evelyn dug into dusty archives, hitting dead ends until one clue led her to the Miller family Bible, a keepsake passed through generations. In court, Evelyn destroyed Thorne's bogus claims. Then she dropped the bomb, Leo's discovery of the original deed, proving the Millers were the rightful owners. The room erupted. Thorne's empire cracked overnight. Facing ruin, he turned on the Phoenix Group, exposing decades of fraud, shell companies, and stolen land. A whistleblower from inside the group confirmed everything, handing over encrypted ledgers. Julian Vance's arrest was national news. The Millers won back their home and their building. But they didn't sell. They created the Elias Miller Community Trust, ensuring the block stayed affordable, with space for local businesses and a community center honoring Black Oaks history. This wasn't just about saving an apartment. It was about reclaiming stolen heritage, proof that even buried injustice can be unearthed if you refuse to quit. Greed can buy power, but it can't erase history forever. What do you think about the Millers' fight and their decision to protect the neighborhood instead of cashing out? Have you seen gentrification or injustice in your own community? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you believe history matters, and subscribe for more true stories where ordinary people take down the powerful. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, hit the subscribe button now and get instant notification for more interesting stories like this.